This message is brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. Venture X offers the premium benefits you expect, like a $300 annual Capital One travel credit for less than you expect. Elevate your earn with unlimited double miles on every purchase, bringing you one step closer to your next dream destination. Plus, enjoy access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. The Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details. Brought to you by the Capital One Saver Card. With Saver, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, and at grocery stores. That's unlimited cash back on ordering takeout from home, or unlimited cash back on tickets to concerts and games. So grab a bite, grab a seat, and earn unlimited 3% cash back with the Saver Card. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is Talkin' Rock. Talkin' Rock. Your backstage pass to some of your favorite rock artists. Here's your host, Meltdown.
Full disclosure, the guys from Spread Eagle were actually the second band I ever interviewed way back in 1990. And I didn't think Rob would remember this, but he actually brings up the first band I ever interviewed coming up in this conversation today on Talkin' Rock. It's so funny he mentioned it, and I'm like, wait a second, what? But anyways, their new record called The Brutal Devine comes out on Friday, the 12th of June, as I record this on the 10th of June, and we talk about some of the songs that have been released so far, including Ant Farm, Street Noise, Flat Earth, Vultures, too. Why did they use Alex Skolnick's guitar? Or guitars on the video for Flat Earth Vultures. We'll tell you about that. How's Frontiers treating them? They've been on Frontiers now for a couple of years. Is there any guests on the album? That was kind of a funny response as well. They've got some record release parties coming up this Friday and Saturday as well. We also talk about Monsters of Rock. You know, I tried my hardest to get on the Monsters of Rock, but to no avail. But that's okay. These guys had a great time on Monsters of Rock. I spent that week down in Nashville, actually doing some other things as well. So it's all good. But yeah, Rob DeLuca and Ray West from Spread Eagle, my guest today on Talkin' Rock. We talked quite a bit off the air, and I'm like, listen, guys, we got to start this up because I have things to do. Super good dudes. Awesome band. Rob and Ray from Spread Eagle, my guest today. We could talk about medical ailments and stuff all day long, but here with Rob and Ray from Spread Eagle. Rob, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, Meltdown. Thank you for having us, buddy.
Yeah, Ray, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm healing.
Yeah, we're all
what's going on.
Apparently, we're all
Let's not
healing.
bore everybody with that.
So the Brutal Devine comes out on Friday. You guys are nice enough to hop on here with me and tell me about this record. If I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's 3 songs that are out right now. Ant Farm, Flat Earth, Vultures, is Street Noise. Is that correct? Is that it?
In reverse order, yeah. So we put out Street Noise first, then the Flat Earth Vultures with the really cool video,
yes.
We thought.
Yeah.
And Ant Farm with the video that Rob's wife, Lily, directed, which is brilliant as well.
Yeah, Rob and I were just talking about how it's like it's just an effort from everybody in the band on this. And Rob, you're doing a little acting in Flat Earth Vultures. I see.
Yeah. He was great, right?
Yeah.
He was great.
Did you see the ankle bracelet?
Yeah, I did. How could you miss
The best, we asked him to do a walk with swagger, and that's the walk that we got.
I don't really know swagger. I don't do swagger.
Yeah, the Academy should be calling any minute now. So if they do, just let me know, and I'll get off the line here. But no, do you guys like
starring in the remake of Ben-Hur?
Do you guys?
The Grammys wrote, and we said no. We're waiting for the Oscar,
the Academy Award.
Thank you, Bill.
That is so funny. So you guys like making those videos? I know Ant Farm. It's like, you guys weren't involved. You just said Rob's wife, but what about that? The Flat Earth Vultures. Would you guys like making that?
Oh, it's the most fun thing in the world. We don't take ourselves serious. We get to have fun with it. You know, we don't want to just be 4 guys mugging, making duck lips for the camera. That looks silly. So let's have a little fun with it. Let's play the whole clown thing and the billionaire cowboy, and we just had fun with it. Our director Frankie is just
later.
He's what if we did this? Every second of the day he's like that. So he just throws a million things at you, and
he was the panhandler. Is that right, Rob?
Yeah.
Frankie Paletta, the director, was the panhandler. Yeah. And also Ray is really good at this kind of stuff. So, it just shows, because Ray's a personality guy. That's why he became front man probably when he started. So it really showcases what Ray, a bunch of things that Ray is really good at. So it's cool.
Now I want to ask.
Clown.
Go ahead, the clown. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ray.
No, I just
Ray the clown.
Frankie put the makeup on me and stuff, and I felt normal, dude. I was like, oh, I get it. I'll take the jokes. I get it.
Well, let me ask you about this. At the end, it says something about you thanked Alex Skolnick for the guitars. What is that all about?
It's true.
So did he just lend you some guitars? You guys didn't have any?
Yeah, I think Frankie just is really tight with Alex, so he wanted to use some particular guitars, and he was like, "You got to try this in the video." I'm like, "Okay, it sounds great, Frankie. It sounds great."
I think it was also a convenience thing because some of the stuff was Frankie was carrying the gear, and Frankie had Alex's guitars. So
I got you. Now, Rob, did you go to college with Alex Skolnick?
I don't think so. Did he go to Berkeley?
He did. He went to Berkeley as well. I didn't know if you guys had crossed paths or not.
No, I never met Alex, but I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I know. I just saw your boy JD a couple months ago, and another Berkeley guy. I love JD.
I went to school with him, and we were on the same floor of the dorms.
And what other musicians would we have heard of that you went to school with? Any?
I went to a party at Berkeley and got really drunk.
That's a really good question. I'm not sure. I'm not
I went to
sure.
Berkeley.
That's a really good question.
Ray, what, you went to Berkeley one night?
That's it. I partied. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the rest.
Just a party, yeah.
I obviously didn't. To not be able to answer that question, I was obviously hanging out with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, apparently, so, yeah. But
people who were all partying too much. That's who I was hanging out with.
Yeah, but you and JD.
And that's why I'm at where I am. And they are where they are.
Hey, man, you've had a good career. You had good fun. And now the new record's coming out there, Brutal Devine. We're just talking about this off the air. At 36 years in the rearview mirror now, new record. And Rob, you're saying this is it, man. This record, you guys put all your eggs in this basket.
Yeah, we. What I was saying to you earlier is we have the backstory with the 36 years. We have the current story. We made a fantastic record that we know our fans will like, and so far the reviews are off the charts. And we have the forward story. We have 13 countries booked, and so everything a band could do to succeed and to set up an album, we have done, and we're backing up on our socials. So we feel good. We feel good.
And did you start out 2026 by like saying we got to do this, and you just start checking off the boxes, or it's just kind of just the plan just coming together?
I think it's just coming together. What do you think, Ray?
Yeah, it's just a natural progression of things, Mel. We've all been into this thing, and it's to where we are now. And using social media, we've learned a little bit. We've caught on to some things, so we're doing our best to just join the wave and do it the right way. But I mean, it's a culmination of time. We're here now. And we got to make things happen. It's that simple.
Well, I think at the end of the day, it all revolves around good songs and good music. And Rob, you were saying that this record is perhaps maybe even the best you guys have done.
It's definitely one of our best records.
I agree. He's being liked. Robbie brought some great pieces to the table. It's a really well written record, and we're all real proud of it. The work we did together. It's really solid. It's very solid. And
Rob, you produced this record, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
I did, and the last one also.
Yeah. And so this is that just goes back to you guys are kind of like homegrown and kind of doing your own thing as well.
Yeah. It's now at the point where Ray used to feel like when he did an album, he was basically nailed to a cross. And now we have a good time in the studio. So I think it's kind of cool that we're coming up with material this strong and recording material this strong and still having a good experience recording it.
Well, yeah. Ray, why is that? Is that because of a producer, or now just because you guys are all doing it yourself, feel a little bit more at ease?
We're much more at ease. I enjoy the studio process now. In the first record, Rob will tell you, and I've told you many times, it was not a pleasant experience for me. I thought I knew what I was. You think you're hot stuff until you get onto in a professional studio and on a really good mic, and you're very naked, so to speak. And I had the fire put to me. It was a really growing up, learning. There was a lot of yelling. I threw a lot of headphones. I broke a lot of stuff. It cost us some money, but I got through it. So right now we're in a good place. We know what we've learned how to do this on our own, without anyone having to to ball and chain us or to whip us in any way. We can do this ourselves. So we've learned a lot. And I enjoy working with Robbie, so it was a great time.
Yeah.
And having said that, as hard as that was for you, right, we created the album that is the reason we're still here. So as bad as that experience was, maybe it was what had to happen at that time.
Yeah, most of those vocals are like, angry vocals at 4 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, wow. And did you think after that experience maybe this isn't the game for me, or did you just want to keep doing another one?
Well, I'm the kind of person, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to go get it done. So it was like that, I'm just it's me against the world, bro.
Yeah.
But now I have Robbie in my corner. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys have been in each other's corners.
You got to grow up, man.
Yeah, you guys have been in each other's corners for many years. So how's Frontiers treating you when it comes to putting out new music?
They're doing well. They work real hard, YouTube real hard, and that's anything is appreciated. So I think it feels like this. It's hard to say because it hasn't come out yet, but I dare to say this is the first time we've had a label understand us. So fingers crossed, arms crossed, eyes crossed, legs crossed.
There's good communication going on with this album with the label, so that's a big thing for us, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't heard the record. Rob asked me. I haven't gotten a copy of each. I've just heard those 3 songs. Tell me a little bit more about the record. Is there any guests on the album? Anything that deviates from what Spread is all about? Anything like that?
Oh, we have a huge star-studded cast of characters.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I ask these questions.
Celine Dion is in there with us.
Yeah.
She's on a few songs, and
Or
Streisand came in.
Yeah, I can already see the headlines. But seriously, just you 4 guys just pounding away in the studio.
We're the self-contained machine, man. We write it, we record it. You know what I mean? It's just us. That's it.
You didn't use any Alex Skolnick's guitars on this album.
but
we're open to it.
Personalities, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Rob wants to give one of those a try.
Ironically, I was talking some labels before we decided to do this record with Frontiers, and it was all about who can you get to guest.
Oh, wow! And
right then, because that's a big thing these days. Obviously, for asking that question. Obviously, and I knew that they weren't the right people.
Okay, that's fair.
They were so focused on that, like who. What name can you get to do a solo? What name can you get to come in and do some background vocals or trade some verses off with Ray?
Yeah, maybe if this one does well, we'll get somebody next time.
Barbara.
We'll get Barbara and Celine to come in. It's going to be amazing. I guarantee you.
So I got Street Noise, of course, Gunflower, Jail Rat, Forbidden Local Honey, Push the Limit, Ant Farm we've heard as well. Scars in Our Eyes, Inside the Shrunken Head, then it ends with Makebeliever. Anything you can tell me about any of these songs? I know I just listed off a bunch. Flat Earth Vultures we've heard. So what else? Tell me something else about some of these songs.
What I will tell you quickly is that I wish we could do this entire album live, because I think every song on this album translates really well live. We'll play as many as we can. But I think, that's how I feel about it. I really do like the ebb and flow of the record. The front half it's very punky. It's got good energy. It's got the street energies that people like to let us know that we do. Robbie can tell you a little more about how things flow as far as that goes,
Well, it is a very punky, metallic album. Our fans have been telling us after every show, get back to that nastiness that we started with, and it's a journey because you have to be honest about it, and we are being honest about it, and we are getting back to that. We love all our albums, though, we really do. So,
yeah, it's really authentic. He's right, authentic, and it's very honest. We're a sincere band, man. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, I've told you guys many times that the rawness of that first record was really what attracted it to me. And I never heard you talk about before, Ray, at least not to me, where, that sometimes maybe a little bit of frustration, maybe a little bit of anger was taken out on some of those songs in the studio.
There's a lot of youthful exuberance. There's a lot of blackberry brandy and a lot of Jack Daniels and a lot of other things. And, a young cat who just thought he knew it all and found out he didn't know much when he got on the mic. So I learned a lot. I had to grow up fast.
Now, when you guys are writing these songs, you just said, Ray, you wanted to play all of them live. Do you guys write for the stage, or do you guys just write for what feels right, or how does that work?
We just write for what feels right. We write from the heart. We just, everything's natural. I think maybe on the second album, when we did Open to the Public, we tried to do too many things and be all over the place. But this is a very focused album.
I agree with Ray, but definitely this album is more a product of live shows than any of the other albums. The first album we were getting ready to do shows and we got signed before our first show and they put us right in the studio. Second, we did some touring for the first album, but they pulled us off the road really early and we went in the studio and spent forever recording Open to the Public. Third album, Subway to the Stars, we weren't gigging that much because our guitar player, Zeev Shalev, had a kid and he didn't really want to be on the road much. This album, we do 60 shows a year for the last 4 years. So that does creep into the writing, whether it's conscious or subconscious.
Yeah.
That is there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Also, when you're in the studio too long, things can get kind of wacky. So it's great to have that live vibe translate to the studio, and whether you're just in the studio locked in and you're dealing with crazy. You know what I mean?
And you were going to say, Rob, yeah.
We went back to our earlier influences, and we've been listening to a lot of Nevada Beach for this one.
Okay, now you're just screwing with me. Come on, really?
That's funny, man.
I didn't know them. No offense to Nevada Beach. I'm sure they're a great band, but I didn't know them the first time you mentioned them, let alone 10 years, 20 years later, 30 years later.
All right. For those that don't know, Spread Eagle was the second band I ever interviewed in my life, and Nevada Beach was the first band. And I guess I stumped you the first time. So, Rob, you've been holding that one in your pocket for years, haven't you? I'm going to bring this out one day and smack Meltdown around with it.
We're waiting for them to reform. We're trying to give them, this is a major platform of press for them. And come on, take the bait and book some shows, guys.
Hey, 36 years later in this business, I've never interviewed them again. So, but anyways, getting back to that, you guys are going to be doing some record release parties on Friday and Saturday. Talk about doing some of this stuff in your hometowns, I guess, correct?
Well, we're doing, the first one is in New Jersey. New Jersey has adopted us. We've adopted New Jersey. When we play the city, it's a lot of the same crowd that goes back and forth. But this particular club, Dingbats in Clifton.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, the owner's really cool. It's just a great vibe there. It's very raw. It's a down and dirty venue. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. The other gig is in Newark, Delaware. And Robbie, it's like in Robbie's backyard. So Robbie can tell him more about that.
Yeah, I grew up in Delaware. Vinnie Moore and I. And I love playing there. All my childhood friends, all those delinquents come out, my family. It's good.
It's hilarious. They all show up. It was Rob.
Yeah.
So did
they
you...
haven't changed since we were 11, 12 years old. They haven't changed.
All right. Well, this is crazy because I like to talk about this stuff sometimes. So did you grow up with Vinnie Moore? Did you go to school with him and all that stuff?
No, I never met Vinnie until the first we had like one or two rehearsals before the first UFO shows I did.
Oh, okay.
Never met him. I heard about him because even as kids, he was famous. He was the famous kid who could play all the Van Halen songs and people would talk about him. That guy over, in this neighborhood, he knows everything. So he was always famous on whatever level he was on.
Yeah, well, when you guys were gigging around on your first record, he had a song and a tour called Meltdown. So.
Thievery. Thievery. You need to get some credit on that.
Yeah, that was too long ago. I don't think I'm going to. But hey, real fast, how was the Monsters of Rock cruise? I know, Ray, you and I have talked about this off the air, but man, Rob, I tried so hard. I appreciate you sending me along some email information. I tried to get in on it, but just couldn't make it happen. So, Ray, what do you think about the Monsters of Rock cruise?
It's great. Utopia on the water. It's like it's fantasy. It's Disney it's everything. It's like this heavenly utopian society of everybody just being really cool and loving to rock, and the bands all get along, and there's great food. But on this one, I got seasick. I've never gotten seasick in my life. So the second set we did, first set was great. But the second set, I was gone. I was nauseous. I was dizzy. I was twirling around, and we got it done though. But man, it's Robbie had been on Monsters of Rock Cruise several times before. And before we went on in 2024, I was like, whatever, the boat, whatever. And then you do it and you're like, oh, I want to do this every day. Man, I could live on that thing. Larry's got a good thing going on.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Rob, Rob, how many times you been on there?
Well, that one, I've done like about 10 cruises probably.
Oh, nice.
That one probably.
Just 10.
That 6, 7 times. But probably 6 times. Larry Moran, thank God bless him. He invited us into his family, and we're so lucky. We're, what our situation is. We're this underground band that has a lot of respect, that is trying to get some mainstream attention so we can get it to a bigger level. And people like you, Eddie Trunk, who we mentioned earlier, the Cruise, M3 Festival, those are the biggies. And Jackie Bam Bam, you friend of his. Those are the biggies, and those people, you people, letting us into your circle. It means so much to us. So getting back to the Cruise, Larry Moran, he brought us into his family, and it's just incredible. The Cruise is like this to me. If you were ever at a festival, outdoor festival, maybe the sun was just going down and it's just the perfect moment, not a shitty festival that's raining, like a really nice one. You're there with your girl and it's just fantastic. The band's great. Sun's going down. It's like that for like that feeling for like 4 or 5 days straight with all the food you can eat.
It's tremendous.
It's just fantastic. And there's a band starting every 20 minutes, and it's really sucks that you didn't get on Meltdown, because you should be there. People, people like you in the industry should all be there. But back to it. Like every 20 minutes, there's a band going on. So, and it's only at the most like 1,000 feet walk. I mean, they're both huge, but it's a 5-10 minute walk at the most. So you can see all these great bands. You can go see a few songs. The Darkness played.
Yeah.
I wasn't even a fan before I saw them 2 times ago. They played both times that we played. That's both times that Spread Eagle has played the Cruise, the Darkness have played. And now I'm like a huge fan, because I had no idea how amazing they are. But anyway, just you get to see bands. That's a perfect example. I didn't know anything about that band other than that kind of funny song.
Yeah, thing called Love. Yeah.
But if you see them, it's unbelievable how great they are. In every box is checked off with that.
Yeah, they're great performers.
Yeah. Then there was Glenn Hughes 2 years ago when we played. There's always Queensryche, who are always one of the best bands. I didn't get to see them this year because I was so busy. Dangerous Toys impressed the hell out of me. I always liked them, but I had no idea they were that great a band. I'd never seen them live. Just nonstop, those 40-something bands.
Yeah, Meltdown. It's like the world's greatest meet and greet. It's just it's cool. People have access to you. And the good thing about this cruise that got me, we had to go on at the same time that the Darkness did. They were outside, so I told Rob, I go, man, who's going to come see us? And lo and behold, we had a nice packed room, and it blew my mind. So everybody goes to see the bands they want to see, and they have time to see a lot of bands. It's great. We got to see the Loudness. That was really special. That was cool. So it was just a great time. We got to all go to dinner together. We brought our significant others. It was cool. We're all a big family. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, I think 2 years ago when you guys went, I think I texted you a picture. I was driving by the boats. I don't know if you remember this, Rob. I could see the boats from a half a mile away. I was in Miami.
I got that
close. Yeah, so far.
Yeah. I was that close. That close.
And that I think about it, you were missed it. It would have been nice to have you on.
Dude, I wanted to come and hang out with you guys for sure.
Again, personalities like you should definitely be on it. So I don't know what went wrong with that.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll cut you guys loose here. The record comes out on Friday. And like I said, Ant Farm, Flat Earth, Vultures, and Street Noise are out right now. The Brutal Devine, by the way, tell me a little bit about this title before I forget. I was going to ask you guys about that earlier. What's that like entail?
Well, it's a lyric in one of the songs. Okay. There's a song called Jail Rat where the character, who may or may not be the same character as King of the Dogs, goes to the top of a building like in Manhattan and is looking down on the people. So that's kind of like, it's a lyric from that spot in the song. But Ray can maybe say some more what it means to him.
Well, that's good to me. There's a beauty in it. You know, there's a beauty in the suffering, you know, and this album is very truthful, and there's a lot of suffering and truth that go together, you know, so we try to paint a really nice picture. We don't try to dictate the lyrics for everyone. We want people to listen to this stuff and listen to it on, you know, and interpret it to what they want. That's what I think. When you look at a painting, it should be like that. You know, this painting is about that. No, people should listen to it and make it and put it into their own DNA, and there we go. You know, but this record has a great feel. It's got great melodies on it. You know, it's got great textures. The lyric content is ridiculous, so we're really proud of it.
And I'll be able to get this.
Out of this world, the guitar playing.
Jami is.
Yeah.
And we got to go. Jami is ridiculous. People are going. They'll take notice of Jami now for sure. They didn't before. They will now.
And I'll be able to get this on vinyl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red vinyl.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, because I think Ray, you signed my original copy of the debut record. I don't think I got Rob to sign that one yet. So next time
but I remember you just got it like a few years ago.
Yeah, my wife found it somewhere. I don't even know where she got it from.
Yeah, she got it for your birthday.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with everything. And I appreciate you guys after all these years, 3.5 decades since I talked to you guys after Nevada Beach. But good luck with everything in Europe, and maybe we'll see you here in Detroit sooner rather than later.
We appreciate it. We're swinging for the fences, just like you, brother. We're swinging for the fences, man.
And I can appreciate that. We'll give you a little bit of push here and try to get you towards those fences, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got that debut record. That debut record is so good. You know, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but these guys were supposed to be like the East Coast answer to Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses came out on the West Coast, and these guys were, you know, from the dirty, gritty New York City, the Big Apple, and they put out this record. That debut record is just like, I didn't realize that. Ray was just talking about it. He's like, yeah, I was angry. I was frustrated. This was my first time in a major recording studio, and he didn't really know how to handle it, you know, doing these vocals over and over and over again. So really cool information right there from the guys. Brutal Devine drops this coming Friday, June 12th. As I record this right now on June the 10th. But I got to thank Rob and Ray for taking some time out to talk with us. I know they've got these tour dates coming up in Europe. They're playing all over Europe. And, you know, they're doing it all themselves. You know, Rob is like the tour manager / bass player / producer. He's really doing everything. And, hey, more power to him, man. Kudos to him. These guys are out there, and they're pounding the pavement. And they're road dogs. I guess is the phrase you could probably use about the guys from Spread Eagle. Happy to call them friends of mine for many, many decades. I can't tell you the amount of times I've talked with Ray just at my house, just doing yard work, and Ray calls. Just such a good dude. But anyways, go out and grab the Brutal Devine from Spread Eagle. And thanks so much for checking out Talkin' Rock.
Thank you for listening to Talkin' Rock with Meltdown. You can help this podcast grow by giving it a 5-star rating and writing a review on Apple and iTunes. Plus, feel free to subscribe and share it with your friends. Until next time, thanks for listening to Talkin' Rock.